Hey guys, my name is Nicholas Hatfield. I'm a member of this Capstone group, and the focus on transgender and our PSAs towards the transgender community. I'm a studio art major here, graduating from Cal State Channel Islands, and I have a focus in um, fine arts with the paint and like oil painting on the canvas and with photography. Um, I chose to do this project because it had a special meaning to me because my sister's transgender, and while she came out to my parents about being transgender only a couple years ago, she hasn't really talked to me about it ever, so I didn't really understand at the time like what it really meant for her, and I was a bit confused. I wasn't scared or anything like some parents are, because I guess that's just our generation. We're more accepting, but it was just kind of a shock to me, and I didn't really understand it because she never showed really any signs of it other than she would use like female avatars online and things like that. But like a lot of people my age would do that just because whatever. Um, Transgender to me is a very complicated issue. Not really an issue. It's not a problem, but it's complex, and that's why a lot of people don't really understand it. Um, to me, it's just whatever you identify as, and that's what you are. And anyone who has a problem with that, and whatever, ignore them. Um, but to come out as transgender, you have to be very brave in this time. And I hope someday that you won't have to be so brave to do it. You'll just have to do it, and like people will just be like, "All right, another transgender. That's cool. That's fine. Let's get you going." And that's just how it is. And I hope that it becomes that way someday, because that's just how the world should be. Everyone should accept everyone for who they are. Um, when I was doing this project, my favorite part was the interviews. I mean, I went to two of them, and I was the cameraman on both of them. Um, and I just had a really nice time chatting and connecting with the parents we interviewed and getting to know a parent's point of view, because I haven't talked to my parents about my sister either. I haven't really talked to anyone specifically about my sister to this day. Um, I'm kind of waiting for her to talk to me about it if she needs to, or my parents to talk to me about it if they need to. But I guess I never really had to because of how I already accepted it and stuff, and just whatever. And I hope I hope that the interviews that people have seen, I hope we've touched some people and maybe changed some minds and give a good insight out into the world. And I think it was very good and important for us to do this. Um, what I got out of this project myself was better understanding of what it means to be transgender and what it means to be a parent of a transgender. Um, it was always something that I didn't really get because, like, I didn't really have issues with it, and like I didn't really understand why other people did, and I didn't understand what people had to go through because I'm not transgender. I didn't have to live through it, and one of my team members, he is transgender, so he had a different point of view coming into this project. And then my other team member, there's only three of us. He's not transgender, and he doesn't have any relatives or whatever that are transgender. So he came out as an ally, and I came as an ally, but directly directly contacted and with the transgender community, I suppose. Um, so it was just interesting to see other people's point of views about everything. And I learned a lot, and I feel like hopefully made a lot of other people learn a lot. And that's what I wanted to get out of the project. What I plan to do with this info for the future is support my sister first and foremost. She's very important to me. And I hope that I hope people look at our project and build from it. If we don't, I don't really know what I'll be doing as an artist. You can't really, like, to pay the bills, you have to do what you got to do, and I don't know what I'll be doing. I might be working a retail job for a couple of years. I don't know, or going back to school, but I don't know. Like, that's just how it is, and that's a whole nother project. So, yeah. If I wanted to say anything to the trans community now, as I technically exit this project, I don't know if we might continue some stuff on our own time, but I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. But just because I quit doesn't mean you guys should quit, and I think you should encourage projects like this to be continued. And you shouldn't give up. You should keep going. You shouldn't care what people say about you. You should love yourself for who you are, be who you are, and yeah, it gets better. I mean, people say that all the time. It gets better, but it does get better, and it will get better as, I don't know. I think with 10, 20 years, when my generation is the politicians and such, and we have more control of, like, laws and influence within the arts and popular culture and such, there's already a trend that's moving away from being scared or like it's inhumane or whatever, but it's not. And I feel like, yeah, there'll still be people out there in that time that don't understand and they don't support you, but I think more people will. And that's my hope, because we're already having a trend towards that with gay marriage and stuff. And being transgender is just as important as being able to accept your sexuality, to accept who you are. I think it's actually more important than that. And I feel like we have to do something about it. And I hope that our project brings us one step forward. Thanks. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to everyone. And see ya. Thanks for watching our stuff, and spread the word if you can. We're going to keep spreading the word. And yeah, that's it. Bye.